Congress moves on to the fight over the debt ceiling, more Republicans are jumping into the 2012 race, and President Obama heads to Facebook. I'm Domenico Montanaro, and this is the week ahead.
Will those uncalled races at this point make any difference for Republicans or for the Democrats?
Just for the number to history. I mean, at this point, there are 4 of those races Republicans are leading in. All of those, by the way, are Democratic-held seats. So we could go from what we have plus 60 for Republicans now, which is the biggest number since World War II for midterm gains. They could get to about 64.
Domenico, so topping the president's 2011 agenda has got to be the economy. There's got to be a focus on job creation.
That's absolutely right. No president has been elected since World War II with unemployment this high. In fact, there's never been an election where unemployment was this high.
An underlying question here is, what does the future hold for its keynoter, Sarah Palin?
Sarah Palin certainly hasn't ruled out a 2012 run, but she's made a lot of money since she resigned as governor of Alaska, and chances are she's not ready to give that up right now.
This is not what the eventual Republican nominee wants to have.
Well, you know, Iowa's a swing state. I mean, Barack Obama won it by 10 points. George W. Bush won it by just 0.7 percentage points. Al Gore won it by 0.3 percentage points.
I definitely think I could beat Obama.
Trump doing the birther card again.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I would be shocked if Donald Trump runs. Why? Because he said in June he might run. What does a presidential nominee have to do? They have to fill out a financial disclosure form.
2 scariest words to any of these rich guys when they actually realize they have to run, they have to fill out that form.
Yeah. I mean, how much money does he? It says I can throw around $600 million. Well, can he really? We would see if he actually runs.
One of the differences between Sarah Palin's speech today and others that I've seen from her is that there's a real sense of urgency on the November midterms. There was a sign here, someone said, I can see November from my house. Kind of funny, but she really tried to stress you need to get involved, get active, and support candidates.
Let's go to the Senate race. It's playing out in her home state. Tea Party favorite Joe Miller, the person whom she had endorsed, he was in the lead. This has all evaporated. I mean, look at the numbers there right now. What happened?
He had been reprimanded as a part-time city attorney while he was working in North Fairbanks. That got a lot of attention. But also what got some attention, and provocatively on the web, was his security detail handcuffing a working journalist. His tribal nickname is boat-sized killer whale.
I'm twice the man Joe Miller is literally. I mean, he's making fun of himself.
And probably 3 or 4 Lisa's.
Yeah, right.
So, so literally, right? So, he showed a little bit of a sense of humor, and he's trying to give Alaskans another choice. Here in Iowa, it's a little cold outside, but it's a little bit of a political spring.
National Harbor, Maryland, where RNC members have just finished their second round of voting. I mean, Michael Steele, Domenico, he makes a logical case there, but he's not getting a lot of support.
Right, and as you mentioned, the results are just in. The second round of voting is just completed, and Michael Steele seems to be perhaps fading. This is a little bit like the Iowa caucuses, except in the Iowa caucuses, you have a 15% threshold. So somebody would have to then drop out, and then people can go to their second choice. That doesn't exist here.
All right, Domenico, get some coffee, because it could be a long one when you're talking about Michael Steele. Thank you very much.
She has been the dean of the White House press corps, grilling presidents dating back to Eisenhower, but today, 89-year-old Helen Thomas has announced that she's retiring effective immediately.
This is someone who has been there since 1943. She's covered every president since then. She was the first woman to cover the press corps. In fact, in 1943, women weren't even allowed to cover the president. So she had to cover the first lady. John Racy, who's running against, has tried to sow the fears of West Virginians to say, this guy is going to be a rubber stamp for Barack Obama once he gets to the Senate. He's not interested in being your governor. Today, though, Racy is bringing in the Palins, both Palins, Todd and Sarah Palin, to come in and campaign for him, along with Ted Nugent, a rock guitarist, and also conservative. But really, the fact that he was the best received person on day 1 of CPAC really tells you a lot about this field.
Domenico Montanaro.
Domenico Montanaro.
Domenico Montanaro.
Domenico, thank you. Domenico, thanks.
Our choice, we're talking about this today, so we'll talk with you again. Thank you.
Domenico Montanaro, thank you so much.
Thanks, Domenico.
Hey, thank you.